Hi, everybody. So, as I mentioned in a previous video, we are accepted to the International Thespian Festival. Yay! In Bloomington, Indiana this year. Now the challenge comes in getting 45 students to this festival. 45 students, 11 orchestra members, I think 8 production staff, and chaperones. So it's pretty not the largest group we've traveled with, but a pretty sizable group, and the set, and all of the stuff that goes with us. So, and this is a sticking point for a lot of educational theaters, small theater groups. Uh, and when we talk about it, it's the F word, and that's funding. The trip costs about a thousand. I want to say it's $1,050 this year for an individual student to go. That covers 5 or 6 days of their room and board and all of the pardon me, all of the activities that they do on campus, which is great. It's actually really very reasonable for 3 meals a day and tickets to all the shows and everything that they do. So, however, we are a Title I school. For those of you that don't know, wow, I'm really froggy. Pardon me. For those of you that don't know, Title I, we are a better than 50%, I think it's like 62% or something like that, of our student population qualifies for federal free and reduced lunch, which means we are in a high poverty school, technically. Our kids span the gamut. We are a public school, so we have students who are very capable of writing a check, or their families are very capable of writing a check for this, and then we have kids that are really going to struggle. So uh, we as a staff years ago made the commitment that we weren't going to leave anybody behind because of money, that was not what we were about. That's been a really hard, the past few times we've gone, that's been a real challenge, and it's going to be a real challenge this year, because of COVID and the way the budgets worked for the past 2 years and the choices that we made, and how to use our money. We, as a department, don't have the funds we normally have available to us. Part of that is because we elected to continue last season. We did a full season of shows. Again, I've mentioned that in previous videos. But we did not have ticket sales because there weren't people. So we brought in, man, maybe a 20th in income of what we normally do. We did online shows, and they were very fun. And the kids really, have said this year how much they appreciated the fact that we stuck it out and we gave them a full season, and they were able to do a version of what they normally do. But it didn't bring in ticket sales, and our summer programs were canceled, so that didn't happen. Um, so fundraising. Nobody likes to do fundraising. Um, it's hard. It's hard to ask people for money, when in a lot of times the only thing you're getting in return is a crinkle, or some candles, if you do traditional school fundraising, or just the knowledge that you are helping a kid get onto a college campus and have that experience for the first time, which we find incredibly valuable. Um, Getting those kids on a college campus, some of them for the first time, with people outside of their school friend zone who do what they do, that's just an invaluable experience. So, a few years ago, I maybe 6 or 7 years ago, we were fundraising for the trip, and I decided, well, we're going to use Facebook because it's a great resource. And I was really happy with the results. We got pretty successful with a Facebook campaign to raise money. Our friends just to the north of us at Case High School did much the same, although she was much better at it than I was, and they also were pretty successful with their Facebook campaign. So we're going to try that again this year, using all of the new tools and tricks that I've gained from my marketing classes. So, but Facebook can be your friend when it comes to fundraising. Don't be afraid to go through the Facebook. They have their own training. Don't be afraid to go through and use those trainings to learn how to better get your message out there, get your students in front of other people so that they can I don't want to say plead their case because that makes it sound very desperate, but so that they can show their talents uh, and and get the support that they deserve. And your program can do it too. I'll keep you updated on how it goes. I'm excited to try it. I'm excited to put the skills to use, um, and we'll see where it lands us. Um, but uh, fundraising does not have to be uh, your traditional. Here we're going to buy candles that nobody really wants. Um, Although Kringle, everybody wants Kringle, so we're definitely going to sell Kringle. Um, so look for Kringle sales coming soon. For those of you who are local. Um, if you are watching this and you are in the southeastern Wisconsin area and would like to know more about the program, the trip, what we do, come see our shows. We have one coming up, Bridges of Madison County, in a couple of weeks here, and then we will be on to Nonsense. No, I take that back. Ain't Misbehavin', then Nonsense, then the radio shows. So we still have a lot going on this season, and if you want to come and support us, support our trip, support our students, shoot me a message, shoot me an email. Um, you can find me on the uh, Bradford Theater website, our actual school website, if you want to shoot me an email. And I would be happy to tell you. I could talk about our program all day. So, um, and with that, I wish you a good day. I am off to rehearsal.